everybody, I'm Jane and welcome to our YouTube channel. Usually we talk about different things like how to learn English effectively, how to teach grammar and vocabulary, or how to help your students to avoid fossilized errors. But today we are going to bring up such topic like how to become an English tutor. And I suppose this topic will be useful for those who are interested in it. But before we start, let me remind you that this video is made for international certification. If you want to know more about us, go to our website TEFL So in this video, freshers and newcomers will find out the duties of English teachers. Also, we will talk about hard and soft skills of this job. And of course, we will talk about teaching with no experience and also offline and online teaching. Definitely we'll have a lot of things to talk about, so let's get started. So being an English teacher is not only a responsible job, but also is highly rewarding. As long as English is international language around the world, you have always what to do. And believe me, being an English teacher means to support and motivate your students every time when they are ready to give up facing some obstacles, because mostly people have no clue what to expect from learning English and how much it takes to learn and to speak English fluently. And that's your work to show them the easiest way to speak English, because we know that it implies a lot of different skills like listening comprehension, reading, writing, and other things. And if you have no clue what to expect from tutoring, I'm going to tell you. So let's dwell on the responsibilities of an English tutor. First of all, curriculum and chosen materials must meet students' needs, and everything depends on learners' goals. But before you are going to find out the requirements to get a job, you need to set your goals. So you need to decide what type of students you are ready to teach. For example, if you are ready to play and sing during your lessons, probably teaching children is the best option. However, if you want to raise critical thinking and if you prefer a rational approach, so your perfect audience is adults. So once you have a high level of the language and passion, let me help you to understand that English is divided into some sections like general English, business, exam preparation, and English for specific purposes. And firstly, you need to understand what kind of English you are going to teach, because each chapter implies different strategies, materials, and even results. And because of that, before a start course with a new student, don't forget to conduct a needs analysis. You will find out the reason of learning and ask your students about anticipated problems, difficulties, and even results. And once you have all information, you have a chance to prepare a syllabus. Truth be told, teachers' duties seem to be endless. However, if we summarize the main of them, they include planning lessons and assignments, adjusting materials and choosing the relevant ones, also checking homework and monitor students' progress and providing feedback. Each factor is flexible and depends on students' type and age, and as we discussed, teaching children is more entertaining process in comparison with teaching adults. And if those things tick all the right boxes, so let's talk about the requirements. So whether you're going to teach in a middle school or online, you have to know some requirements to fit the bill. And of course, your level must be the highest, as well as your knowledge in vocabulary, grammar, and other things. I want you to know that requirements for teaching may change from institution to institution. However, there are the main. A bachelor's degree, so like education is a must-have, international certification, and clean criminal record. Of course, some schools are ready to hire only native speakers, whereas others are ready to work and collaborate with non-native ones. And of course, I want you to know that everything depends on your education, qualification, and other skills. Needless to say that personal traits have the same meaning as professional development, and tutoring implies having a lot of different qualities like resilience, flexibility, communicative skills, time management skills, problem-solving skills, and of course, patience. We've just discussed the minimum of requirements that you have to know before a start. However, if you are ambitious, be ready to show something else to exceed employers' expectations. Don't hide your professional and even personal achievement, because as you see, every detail is important. When it comes to teaching English with no experience, there are different ways how you can get practice and become more qualified English tutor. So let's talk about them. First of all, you need to understand that, of course, if you have a previous background, that's your advantage among other candidates. But if you are not ready to boast any experience at all, it doesn't mean that you won't be able to find a job. And of course, there are different language centers, primary schools, and even kindergartens which are ready to hire inexperienced tutors and provide with training courses. And of course, you need to understand that the first and the best option in this case will be teaching children. But if you stick to the idea to teach only adults, and if you want to work in a college or university, you should know that it takes at least a master's degree and a 1 year of teaching experience. Whether you are going to teach English offline or online, you should know that you have fat chances to do that without international certification. Let me explain. Having CELTA or TEFL TESOL certificates means that you can offset your lack of teaching license and even previous experience, because such certificates prove your ability to teach people in different countries around the world. And of course, even if you are not going to work overseas, having such certificates can impress your potential employers in your home country. So the minimum of knowledge is 120 hours of TEFL course. It gives you a theoretical part regarding students' problems, difficulties, and fossilized errors. And also you will find out the strategies how to teach people depending on their age and their problems. Also, now you have a chance to purchase an online TEFL TESOL course at 50% discount. Go to our website TEFLTESOLcertification.com to check all details. There are a lot of platforms and online schools around the world which provide constant support to English teachers, and that's good for you, especially if you have no previous teaching experience and if you wanna to work on prepared materials. Everything you need is a stable internet connection and a special equipment. Also, believe me, that's a good advantage in terms of you have a chance to choose working hours and to set your own schedule. However, the price isn't high, especially if you've just started. However, as long as you get experienced, you will have a chance to set your own price. So if you have enough knowledge to prepare lesson plans and choose relevant materials for your students on your own, you can collaborate with different schools on different terms. That's a good chance for you to raise your salary on your own. However, such schools won't provide you with trainings or support at all. However, they will provide you with a queue of students. That's a good chance for non-native speakers because such companies hire staff around the world and there is always demand for an English tutor. So let's talk about an opportunity how you can become an English tutor in Cambly. Firstly, this company provides you a free schedule so you can choose working hours, and it allows you to call your students at any time. Of course, this company sets a price for a minute and it counts your salary automatically. However, there are no strict requirements to get a job because mostly learners are adults who are motivated to learn English because of many reasons. There are 3 stages of hiring: answering basic questions, completing a profile, and making a video introduction. The last thing will help you to attract new students with your charisma rather than professional development. That's a good chance for inexperienced English teachers. Tell why you love teaching, your point of view regarding how to learn a foreign language, and of course, let your students know that you understand how difficult English might be. If you can imagine your life without travel, that's a way for you. There are some countries which offer not only decent work conditions, but also a warm climate and wonderful sights. Part-time job in Asian countries will give you an amazing chance to get involved in another culture and get international practice, whereas working in Europe will open so many professional opportunities. If you want to change your life drastically, you can commit to a 1-year contract in China. However, if it's too long for you to be far from home, you can find summer or winter camps which usually last no longer than 3 months. As you see, there is a bunch of opportunities to get a job abroad. Of course, everything depends on you because education, previous teaching background, and qualifications are those things which influence salary and other bonuses. Such countries as China, Japan, South Korea, Taiwan, and Chile will welcome you as an English teacher. As you see, there are a lot of different ways how English teachers can expand professional horizons and get international practice. An average salary ranges from $300 to $4,000 a month. And also, a lot of companies are ready to provide with trainings, benefits, and other things in order to make the employees feel comfortable. Medical insurance, apartment, and even food might be included in your contract if you consider working overseas. However, due to the current pandemic situation, it's not bad to stay at home, be safe, and make money at the same time. As long as online education is developing, there are so many ways to work. Also, you can conduct a private tutoring and do everything on your own without support, but be ready to take up advertising, prepare materials, and pay taxes. Usually, high qualified and experienced English teachers opt for it to try something new, and that's a good way to raise your salary and to work with particular kind of student. If you think that labor market is overwhelmed, you are partially right, because English teaching is getting more popular each year because of decent work conditions, and that's why you need to prove that you are a perfect candidate. There are some steps which will help you to start your path. Weight your strengths and weaknesses up, try to offset your lacks by merits, and of course choose a key thing, whether it's experience, salary, or workplace. So we've discussed a lot of different things that you should take into account if you want to become an English teacher, and I hope that you found this video useful and valuable. Don't forget to leave your comments in the section below. We will be glad to read them. And thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you the next time. Have a good day.